There are no wrong notes in jazz.
Boundaries are everywhere.
Think the yellow line on the platform.
Or the end of a fretboard.
Or the various social boundaries that little voice in your head tells you to break constantly.
Boundaries are important when you're starting anything.
Like when you pick up a guitar, the first chords you learn are what's known as open chords. These are essentially the first set of boundaries that you're confined to when you're first learning the guitar. But the more experienced you become, your musical skill no longer fits the boundary of only using open chords. And so you progress to more advanced stages, such as bar chords.
I think for the most part we know when we've outgrown something.
Man, you'd be surprised how many people don't recognize this though. You know, most people actually find peace on the peak of ignorance.
The fuck is the peak of ignorance?
It's the worst. I'm guessing you haven't heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect.
This isn't going to be another load of pretentious Swedesummer pseudo-intellectual bullshit.
This is the Dunning-Kruger effect. You start here at the fucking peak of ignorance, at Mount Stupid. You've been playing guitar, you've done open chords, but you know nothing. You know fuck all. But the important thing is you think you know everything. That's why you're here. And suddenly you learn what a fucking bar chord is. Mind blown, you know fuck all, and you're deep, deep, deep in the valley of despair. But the more you practice and the more work you put in, you climb out of this valley and you slide all the way up through the slope of enlightenment into the plateau of sustainability.
Okay, so what you're saying is that progressing isn't easy and people find comfort in the boundaries of their ignorance.
Exactly. And this is why we should learn to break our boundaries. In most Western music, we tend to only play around within our set scales. A scale is a series of notes that sound nice together. Typically, a song will only stick to one scale. There are extreme examples of breaking this rule though. Say you're approaching the second chorus of a Eurovision song, or you're being Jacob Collier. We want to break the boundary, but we don't want to be like Mr. Collier.
So what do we do?
Good question. We need to break the scale.
Hey, what the hell even was that?
That's the blue note. That's how we break the boundary. The blue note is a note that's technically not within our scale. It adds a tension, an expressiveness. It's a note which is begging for resolution, and it's used all over jazz and blues. Here's professional wildlife photographer Lydia Bourdain to show you how it works.
This collection of flowers here represents our scale, order and uniform. But it's boring, it doesn't tell a story. So being the crafty wildlife photographer that I am, I'm going to disrupt the order, play something that stands right out. Bang! That's our blue note. Also, fuck Jacob Collier.
Jazz is a free, expressionistic genre of music where, honestly, if you play with confidence and have feel, then there really are no wrong notes. But this goes deeper than jazz. But just wait, we'll get back to that. The act's about to come on.
Is this thing on? You can't make waves if you never step off the shore. Okay, rules are scaffolding. They're only useful until the structure stands on its own.
When does the comedy start?
Those who colour inside the lines decorate the world. Those who colour beyond them change it.
Damn, that's actually pretty good. That's actually fucking I respect that.
Everything beautiful was once a mistake the universe decided to keep.
And he's lost it again. He's lost me again.
You're fucking shit, mate. Let me let you in on a little secret. There's more to this than it initially seems. It's like saying you're a jack of all trades and leaving out the fact that you're a master of none, like everyone does.
The actual quote from Thelonious Monk is, "There is no wrong note. It has to do with how you resolve it." What Thelonious is essentially telling us is that in order to break the rules, we have to understand the rules.
This quote helps us to recontextualize our idea of what a boundary actually is.
And this goes beyond music, notes, or creativity.
You can do what you want outside of the framework of the rules, or in musical terms, the scale. But in order to make sense of what you're creating, you must return home.
And if we stray too far from our scale, things can get pretty hairy.
What do you mean?
Things can get atonal.
Atonal.
Here's professional wildlife photographer Lydia to explain what atonality is. We need to return to our proverbial home. In order for our blue note to stand out, we must operate within our boundaries.
Otherwise, like Miss Bourdain so beautifully demonstrated, the mess of atonality begins to ruin the music. I'm looking at you, Jacob Collier.